after I graduated high school, I moved from Washington down to Texas to train at Shawn Michaels' school. It wasn't too long after that I was signed by WWE. When I first got signed by WWE in 2000, I had no idea really what to expect. Most of the guys on TV had been wrestling for years and years, and at that point I'd only been wrestling for 6 months. Since I was still really new to all this, I was sent to hone my craft at WWE's developmental territory, which at the time was in Memphis. Luckily, William Regal was a trainer there and he helped me out a lot. So with the WWE contract and Hall of Fame trainers, Bryan Danielson was on the fast track to success, right? No, not quite. I was released in 2001, the first time I was released by WWE. It was really hard actually because I really didn't know what to do. William Regal told me this is a chance to learn. This is a chance to go travel the world, find who you are as a wrestler and find who you are as a person. So I went back to the Indies and touring in Japan. But soon after that, in 2003, Bryan Danielson made his triumphant return to WWE. Well, sort of.
Bryan Danielson from Aberdeen, Washington.
I returned for some one-off matches on WWE's weekend shows, Sunday Night Heat and Velocity.
Look at that. Nice monkey flip. Well, you know, this Bryan Danielson is a very accomplished young man. We've seen him in the past, and he's very, very good.
I didn't really have a goal other than it was good exposure on TV. And one of these matches happened to be against a young up-and-comer named John Cena. Surely this would be my big break, right?
Welcome everybody to WWE Velocity. Michael Cole here alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. We kick things off with John Cena against a local competitor named Bryan Danielson.
I gotta say, Cole, I'm surprised Cena's not rapping at all tonight.
Well, that's because John Cena is focused. He's facing Brock Lesnar on SmackDown next week, and he's going to make an example of Bryan Danielson right here tonight.
Look at this. Springboard sunset flip. He's inflicting some serious pain here. Welcome everybody to WWE Velocity. Michael Cole here alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. We kick things off with John Cena against a local competitor named Bryan Danielson.
I gotta say, Cole, I'm surprised Cena's not rapping at all tonight.
Well, that's because John Cena is focused. He's facing Brock Lesnar on SmackDown next week, and he's going to make an example of Bryan Danielson right here tonight. Look at this. He let it go. Curious decision there, Michael. Nicely done. Snap suplex.
So quick.
A ferocious attack on the neck now. Back in control of Cena, right back to the arm.
Great strategy, weaken the more powerful Cena by taking away one of his arms.
Bryan sticking to his wheelhouse, not taking any unnecessary risks here against John Cena.
Oh, just looking to control and neutralize the bigger man. Cena, though, back to his feet, and Bryan continues to work on the arm, but now Cena, test of strength, and you don't want to get into a power battle with John.
Absolutely not. Cover here.
And a kick out. And again, Cena powering Danielson down.
Oh, look at this incredible core strength by Danielson.
Cena cannot believe that he can't get Danielson's shoulders on the mat. Gonna try it again, and Danielson able to come off and send Cena flying. Incredible sequence.
Oh, man, Cena just took Danielson's head off.
As we say, sometimes there's no replacement for brute force.
John Cena with the offense. Great offense by John Cena. John Cena has shown his strength during the early going, getting the upper hand on Danielson.
Yeah, Danielson's got some technical skill, but he's starting to be overwhelmed by Cena's brute force.
This is all part of the process, guys. He knew he would take on some offense here tonight. He just has to make sure he keeps it to a minimum.
Rough landing on that one. Watch this here. He has something big planned. And his attention is now focused on that arm. Oh, here we go. This might be big. What's he going to do with it? He's in full control now. He's in control. Shoulders on the mat. Oh, a quick kick out from John Cena.
Too early in the match to end it.
He caught him slipping. He's in. If you're Bryan Danielson, what do you do at this point as he whips Cena across the ring?
Oh, Cena gets up a boot just in time.
And now John Cena looking to take over. Looking up, put Bryan Danielson where he wants him. And here's the cover. And he got him. Cena with the win over Bryan Danielson.
Here is your winner, John
Valiant effort by
Cena.
Danielson, but Cena was just too much tonight.
A hard-fought victory tonight for Cena. Gotta be impressed with Cena tonight.
A lot of guys would have parlayed competitive matches on heat and velocity into being signed full-time to WWE, but that's not how things turned out. It's like my wife Bree likes to say, if anything was easy for me, I wouldn't be Daniel Bryan. But before I could become Daniel Bryan, I was Bryan Danielson. And as Bryan Danielson, I went on quite the run through the Indies. Over the course of 7 years, I won my first world championship and had some amazing matches against guys who went on to become major WWE superstars. Guys like Seth Rollins, Cesaro, all sorts of guys all over the place. A lot of hardcore fans even say these were some of the best matches of my career. Personally, I credit these matches and opponents for helping me build the foundation I would later need to make it as a WWE superstar. Fans on the indie scene weren't the only ones who took notice, because in 2010, WWE re-signed me and Daniel Bryan was officially born.
My name is Daniel Bryan. I've been wrestling all over the world, and finally, I have an opportunity here in the WWE.
Although much like childbirth, as I've heard from my wife, this was also a somewhat painful experience. I came back as part of NXT, which wasn't like the NXT that you know and love today. At the time, NXT was a reality show with rookies and pro mentors. Unfortunately, my pro was The Miz.
People say that you're great, that you're a star, that you're ready for the WWE. Do you think you're ready?
Yes I do.
Well, one thing you have to learn about the WWE is you have to expect anything.
I guess in Miz's mind, beating a little bit of respect into his NXT rookie.
Believe it or not, we didn't get along very well back then either. I think the most ridiculous thing we had to do in NXT was the obstacle course. Okay, so you're gonna do the monkey bars. Then we go in the ring and juggle. Then you're gonna see how fast you can drink soda. Side note, it was actually supposed to be a hot dog eating contest. When they realized I was vegan and they didn't have any vegan hot dogs, they turned it into a soda drinking contest.
I didn't know vegans could drink soda.
Not drink at all.
I hadn't drank any soda in years. Think, watching that on TV, a grown man just drinking soda from a cup. That's it. Despite that, I did have the tremendous opportunity to show the WWE Universe what I was capable of when I got to face the World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Jericho. I loved watching Chris Jericho from the time I was in high school, the stuff that he did in WCW, being able to go against the World Champion on NXT on the first show. Win, lose, or draw, that elevates you, and I was very thankful for that opportunity.
We're on the inaugural episode of NXT. The World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho taking on the Miz's rookie, Daniel Bryan.
I've been looking forward to this main event WrestleMania is on the horizon, but tonight is a WrestleMania of sorts for all the NXT rookies.
Oh, Daniel Bryan was excited earlier in the night to be out on the biggest stage of his life, but that was before he knew he was going to face the World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to have to learn to take Miz's advice if he wants to survive here.
God, what a stiff shot, and right on the mark.
Now we have Daniel Bryan on the attack.
Caught with the elbow.
Right on the jaw.
Daniel Bryan with a great offensive show. Oh, wow. Got him with the elbow drop. I've got to say, I'm surprised to see Bryan actually testing the champion here a bit. It must be the inspiration from The Miz that's propelling this offense. Oh, my goodness, crushing it. Oh, my goodness, crushing it. You can say whatever you want to say about The Miz. He's a loudmouth, but he's the Unified Tag Team Champion. He's the United States Champion. And the fact of the matter is, this guy, Daniel Bryan, has to show some respect. He's going for the pin. It's going to take a lot more than that to keep him down.
Too early in the match to end it.
Work is being put in by Daniel Bryan. There's no way that Jericho's going to lose to this guy.
Yeah, but the way this match is going, it's a real possibility.
Jericho, though, needs a breather, and he rolls out of the ring to try to do that.
A wise maneuver from a wily veteran.
I'm not sure if Jericho's going to get much rest time.
What is this guy doing? Daniel Bryan! Suicide dive right off the announce desk.
Looks like Bryan might have bounced off the announce desk himself.
I don't think Miz liked the fact that Bryan threw his body in harm's way, and I can't say I blame him. What's this guy thinking? That's it. It's over. It's over.
Hey, Daniel Bryan's looked all right at times in this match. I mean, he's been showing us why he's a world-renowned for his ground and pound attack.
World-renowned? What are you talking about? What world are you talking about? He's been on the independent scene. It's the first time he's ever been on television. This guy's a goof. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Now we have Daniel Bryan on the attack.
He's bringing it back inside the ring now. Clearly on a mission here.
Chris Jericho's on the attack now.
You know, Byron, I have to wonder if Daniel Bryan is still thinking about earlier tonight when his pro mentor, Miz, slapped him across the face.
Well, any man that gets slapped has got to carry that embarrassment for some time, especially with it coming on your first day.
Penny predicament. And Daniel Bryan kicks out.
Well, unfortunately, yes movements don't die that easily.
And he's heading back in. Oh, I think this man means business. Look at that air. His leaping ability is absolutely astounding. Guys, you're getting ahead of yourself. Oh, some sort of mirror.
Boy.
See, I told you.
Oh, boy.
This one's over now. Roll him into the walls of Jericho. Tap him out, Chris.
Bryan's trying to fight it.
Rolls through. What a counter by the technician, Dan.
Oh, my God.
Heel hook is in.
Jericho's in trouble.
Jericho trying. Is he going to tap? Is he going to tap?
He may have no choice.
He made it to the bottom rope.
You've got to be impressed, Michael, from what we're seeing from Daniel Bryan.
Did he win yet, Byron?
Daniel Bryan thinks he...
Oh, breaker!
You can't allow a veteran like Jericho any time to recover.
You're right, Corey. That was a rookie move. And now he's going to pay for it, Byron.
That very well may be the case, Michael.
This loser's going to lose again. Lion Tamer.
Can Bryan hold on?
Tap out, nerd!
You got your wish, Cole. Daniel Bryan fought valiantly, but just couldn't hang with the champ.
Yeah, this time, experience was just too much for Daniel Bryan.
And listen, Miz has got to be so disappointed, and I don't blame him. Luck of the draw, Miz got this loser to be his protege, and now Miz a little bit of tough love here.
Whoa, tough love? Give me a break.
Tough love.
This is ridiculous.
Miz is obviously frustrated with his star pupil.
Oh, yeah, so you're frustrated, so that's okay. Now you can beat him up?
Yeah, start winning some matches, then you won't get beat up anymore.
That's ridiculous.
Disrespect me! Huh? I'm a champion!
Miz has lost his mind.
Lying on his back, looking at the lights again.
I think a high-profile match with the World Heavyweight Champion would solidify my status in WWE, right? Nope. Just a few months later, I was released. For those of you keeping track at home, this was the second time I was released by WWE. I thought this time I might be done with WWE for good. But not long after my release, I returned at SummerSlam. When WWE called me, they said, hey, if you want to come back, that's for the main event of SummerSlam. Main eventing SummerSlam, it's just super cool. Old school pay-per-views still holds special meaning. Not long after SummerSlam, my strained relationship with The Miz picked up right where it left off.
Let me tell you something. I'm the pro. I am the talent.
The Miz is almost a perfect adversary for me because we are so polar opposites. The one thing I do respect about Miz, he works very, very hard.
Yes.
We had our first match against each other at Night of Champions 2010 for the United States title.
Look at The Miz. He's worked hard, he's charismatic, he's smart, he's Mr. Money in the Bank, and he's the United States champion.
Well, Michael, he may not be one of those things if he lands in Daniel Bryan's label lock.
Bryan faced Miz in a submission match on Raw, and he made Miz tap faster than a heavy metal drummer. If that happens tonight, we'll have a new United States champion.
Miz was saving himself.
You two brought up that acrimonious relationship between The Miz and Daniel Bryan. Miz abused Bryan, and Bryan fought back, taking Miz's spot in the SummerSlam main event, and then his United States Championship just a month later.
After laying dormant for a few years, The Miz and Daniel Bryan's hatred resurfaced in the infamous Talking Smack segment. After Daniel Bryan returned to action and pulled strings to get The Miz moved to SmackDown Live, you know this rivalry is far from over, even after 8 years.
Daniel Bryan with a great offensive show.
Oh my goodness, crushing it.
What damage to the chest.
Daniel Bryan may only be 8 months into his WWE career, but this is a decade-long journey for Bryan that could lead to his first taste of WWE gold here at Night of Champions.
It was March of 2000 when Daniel Bryan made his debut on the independent scene under the wing of Shawn Michaels, and we might see Bryan make his first strides towards HBK-level success if he can defeat The Miz tonight.
Setting him up. One move after the other. It's devastating.
The majority of the WWE Universe here tonight is trying to will Daniel Bryan back into this matchup.
Corey, that's because a lot more people relate to Daniel Bryan than they do The Miz.
Relate to Daniel Bryan? How can he relate to a guy who doesn't own a TV or eat meat?
You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
Every title's on the line here tonight at Night of Champions. The Miz is no stranger to championships. At one point, he held the U.S. title and the Tag Team Championship simultaneously. And that briefcase is a near guaranteed WWE Championship win.
Okay, Michael, I know where you're going to go with this. I know what you're trying to lead to. Yes, Daniel Bryan hasn't won a title here yet, but he's only been on the roster for 8 months. Give him time.
The two of you discussed Miz's longer title reign resume than Daniel Bryan, but I have to point out that Daniel Bryan just did some
Pinfall attempt here from Daniel Bryan. He's got plenty of gas left in the tank.
too soon.
Is he going to do it?
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Nice job by The Miz. And it's Bryan showing some agility.
I can't believe that Daniel Bryan even has a championship match here tonight. He basically quit NXT, becoming the first person eliminated. He is nothing more than a loser, like you, Saxton.
Well, I agree with the end there, Cole, but the elimination may have been a blessing in disguise. While the rest of the NXT performers formed a nexus, Daniel Bryan stood against their injustices in the main event of SummerSlam.
Daniel Bryan took The Miz's spot at SummerSlam last month, and if he keeps this up, he'll take the U.S. title too.
Byron, The Miz is the future of the WWE. He has to win tonight. We discussed Daniel Bryan's last place finish on NXT back when he was on that show. Boy, am I glad he didn't win. Can you imagine this nerd in the main event WWE Championship match tonight the NXT winner earned?
I can easily imagine it. Despite your thoughts, I believe that Daniel Bryan has many more main events in his future.
Look out, there he goes.
Knocked right off his feet. I don't know why anyone's surprised that The Miz and Daniel Bryan's relationship has come to this. The Miz can never keep an ally on his side.
Ain't that the truth? Every person the Awesome One has won the tag titles with has ended up hating The Miz. Remember the night after Extreme Rules when
what happens if The Miz comes up short here tonight against Daniel Bryan?
Well, it hasn't happened yet, has it, Byron?
It could be on the verge of occurring. Daniel Bryan from the top rope. Miz is in trouble.
Yeah, but look at The Miz fight back. What a warrior.
Great wherewithal from The Miz. Daniel Bryan hung out to dry.
Boom! No!
Just like that, The Miz has turned the tides in this matchup.
This is what I'm talking about. There's the cover. Can he do it? Daniel Bryan kicks out easily.
Well, unfortunately, yes movements don't die that easily.
The Miz is doing all he can to damage Daniel Bryan, to negate that dangerous lapel lock.
I don't want to negate more than that. Bryan has submissions we haven't seen for years in WWE.
This kind of offense he's known for. Submission specialist Daniel Bryan.
Lapel lock. The lapel lock is in.
He might have just ended this. But now, can Bryan make the most of this?
Whoa, he gets out of it.
He's at another level right now, Michael.
Oh, I think this man means business.
The Miz's grasp on the United States Championship is slowly slipping away.
No, Miz can't lose here tonight. Not like this.
Using all his power to drive him to the mat.
Into an armbar. Submission move locked in. Got the arm. Oh, my goodness, crushing it. Oh, my goodness, crushing it. Got the arm.
This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody.
So painful.
Daniel Bryan is playing to the crowd when he should be taking care of business.
Vertical suplex.
Nice.
Bryan is not playing right now.
Oh, look at this. Looking for the suplex off the top rope.
Oh, jeez. Take all the wind out of you.
Big opening for Daniel.
And yes, Bryan may have just closed the book on this one.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are. The Miz's chances just...
Lapel lock, the lapel lock is in.
The Miz getting outclassed here tonight, guys.
He fights his way free.
But how much energy did he exhaust fighting his way out?
Executed arm drag.
Now we have Daniel Bryan on the attack.
Daniel Bryan with a great offensive show.
But the head scissors applied.
Oh, man, that's just nasty.
That lands. Ooh! He got him with a kick.
When this guy's on, look out.
Daniel Bryan, this is going to be big.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
We might have a new champion here, guys.
That's not even remotely comfortable looking.
Lapel lock, the lapel lock is in.
We might be looking at a new champ here. He did it! Daniel Bryan is you.
Here is your winner and the new United States Champion, Daniel Bryan.
That was a fluke. The Miz slipped and Daniel Bryan somehow took advantage.
A long road for Daniel Bryan leads to the United States title.
You know, nothing made me happier than when I'd lock in Lucky 13 and make my opponents tap out.
Yeah, you can bet they're going to be talking about this match for quite some time.